Seems legit. Laser.
Welcome back, Legitimates! Today I'm doing a very adorable Easter bunting because I need to get ahead of myself on this stuff or it just won't happen. So if you go into Design Find, somebody has been lovely enough to put this design up for you. And so I need to alter it by adding little circles so that I can hang my bunting. So I'm doing a 4mm circle, and Control C and Control V will help you copy and paste this. I have also sped this up. This is not how fast I normally work, just so you all know. But you can see I am copying, pasting all of the circles because it's just easy to pop them directly onto the bunnies like so. And now if you want to, you can group just those together, but I'm actually going to select each individual bunny, including the dots, and then group them. That will make it easier to move around later if I need to. So all you have to do is highlight at least part of it and it will pick up the whole shape. So now I need to connect to my laser. This was apparently originally made on an M1 and I have the S1, so that's fine. You can see the little red dot is there. So what I've done is I've done a depth because I've got my wood in already. I don't show you this, but it's happening. And then after that, we're going to do a markable space, which looks like the golf tee with a hole. So we're going to drag it, click in the bottom corner, up to the other side, and then end marking. And then I'm going to move them to the bottom. I want to get as many bunnies as possible. So you can either right click, copy and paste, or you can just Control C, Control V over and over and over. So I've got quite a few tall, and then I'm just going to copy and paste another lot here. And then a third lot. You want to try and get them as close as possible so that you're not wasting anything. Now you can see that here part of mine overlap. So if I turn them upside down, it actually solves that problem. So it's something to think on in the future. Now they are all set at weird something. I'm not even sure what they're all set at the moment. But we need to change it to, I have a specific wood cutting thing that I like to do. So I've got it saved. It is 100% power. 10mm per second with 2 passes with your air on max. I find that cuts best, and you can see I've just done part of it here, but it took about 35 minutes in total, and then they completely lifted out. You can see some of them moved, but they all lifted out. So now I want to cut the paper on the laser because I was feeling lazy and couldn't be bothered pulling out the Cricut machine. So what we're going to do, I've already done this one. So I'm going to show you, oops, I moved it wrong. That was my bad. But I am going to show you how I do this. So we're going to click on offset, and then you want to click on the inner. And then it turns out you can actually do inner and outer, but you've got to let it generate each time. And then we're going to remove the exterior because we just want that inner section like so. And then we are going to right click, and I'm going to change its color so I can see it easier. And I also need to ungroup my little dots that I did. So see if I move, that's the original outline. If I leave the dots there and I highlight all of this, I'm going to group this together and change it to green because green's fun and my favorite color. You can obviously pick any color. Then group those bits together, and then we can drag the bunny back out of the way and then just delete it. So we're going to do the same with the rest of the bunnies. We're going to go offset, click interior, click off the external, and then add the cut circles, and then group it together and do the third one. So I thought I'd select cardboard and it would give me the cut parameters. Unfortunately, it didn't, so I just have to guess. So I looked at the scoring and left it at the 30% because obviously that won't burn anything, and then I switched it to 1/3 of the scoring. So I did 30 and 30. Now you can see here I am measuring the total of the cardboard. So that's how much space I have to work with. I can now shuffle all of the bunnies to get as many as possible off this. Now one thing to remember, which I am remembering right now, is make sure you turn off your air assist. You will see when I cut this that the first one of the bunnies, the heart flies away. That's because I forgot to turn air assist off. So make sure you do that. And then we're going to just position them as best we can to get the most out of our piece of cardboard. This has been sped up to be really fast, but you can see I just have to do one pass through the cardboard and we are all good. I did do a second set to have enough for all of my bunnies. So I'm just using some wood glue here, and then I also just made sure that I've got the bunny in the right direction, and then I'm just going to stick it on, making sure that the holes line up at the ears, because we didn't offset those, so we just need to focus on the ear parts. There I actually did it backwards and focus on the bottom, but you get the idea. So it's all pretty. You also need to push it down. You can also just set it upside down on the table to dry. If you wanted to, you could clear coat these and then they'd be happy for outside, but I just left them because they're inside bunting. So now I'm just going to thread them in and then out of the two ears and then have them all along in a nice chain, and then you can just hang it up and shuffle them across until they're the way you want them. So I hope that was somewhat inspirational, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!